Hello YouTube viewers! In this video I would like to quickly review the One More headphones. I didn't find much reviews on those before I bought those, and I found that it would be really useful to have somebody to review them in more detail. This is the Tripple driver One More headphones, and I have been using them for about 3 months. And I can say that in general I'm very pleased with the product and very pleased with the build quality. I can see that they have paid much attention to the details, to the metal, to the connectors, to the buttons and the wire itself. I'm going to be comparing it to the Apple headphones, the HTC headphones, and the Samsung headphones that came with the Galaxy S7. And also, just to comparison, I'm going to throw in the Sony DMR headphones. So let's start with the One More. The thing that I like about them is they don't change the way the music or the audio sounds. They bring much more detail into it, but they keep it native. They just don't add like crazy bass or crazy treble. The music is very balanced. So at the beginning you might be even a bit disappointed because there is no wow effect. The music sounds just as you expect it to sound, and there's nothing special about it. But once you listen to it, you say, hey, this is some detail that I wasn't aware of before in the song, and here the drums sound much better, and here I can hear some different tone that wasn't there before. My second favorite headphones are the Apple genuine headphones. They also make very good and very clean sound, and I can say them as quite as a reference to what the headphones should be. The HTC headphones that I have received with my HTC phone are an example of a good and well-built headphones. But the thing that I do like about them is the flat plastic cable. Just in my opinion, Apple headphones can really use this type of cable to make it a bit less messy and easier to find my way with it. While the One More use a coated cable that it's quite easy to get around with, and it wouldn't catch up to itself. So it's quite good, and it have just very supreme feeling to it. You would definitely prefer to feel the coated fabric of the One More wire than any of the rubbery feeling of the other headphones. Well, the headphones that I'm least pleased with is the Samsung headphones. They just sound like most ordinary headphones, and I tried them with different phones, both with the HTC and both with the Samsung S7 that they came with. They just don't sound right, and we'll put all of those to the tests and see how it goes on the meter. Well, just to put things in perspective, this is the Sony DMR monitor headphones, and they provide actually different usage and a different listening experience. And I can say that those two, from the sounding perspective, are very close. The DMR and the One More, while the One More is being a bit more accurate. And I also said it's a better build and more durable. But this is something that I would expect, because with those you would just go everywhere and keep them in your pocket. And those are more to be at home or at the studio. But from the point of keeping the music the way it's meant to be sound, those both are doing excellent job. So the next step would be to make some tests for it, and for that I'm going to use a measurement microphone that it is connected to my phone, and we will do some spectrum analysis for the phone using the Audiotool software. Okay, so the analysis I'm making is the white noise analysis, because it's, in my opinion, and that can be argued upon, is the test that shows how the phones handle not a specific frequency, but a set of playing tunes. And first I'm going to start with the Samsung headphones. Here I have the Samsung headphones connected, and you can see the graph, how it's uneven for the set of frequencies. You got some lower point just about at 1 kilohertz and etc. And you can definitely tell that those headphones are going to change the way the music sounds. Now I'm checking the Apple headphones. You can see here a much clearer response and a much flatter curve, although it still has some inequalities to it, but this is something that you might expect. Here are the HTC headphones, and you can see a much cleaner graph than the previous two. We can see that they have differently higher level of the low tunes. The lower is passing better. This is because of the design that allows better to fit into the ear, but it will work the same way as it works with the microphone, so the bass will be stronger with this type of closed headphones. Here you can see the One More headphones being connected. You can see how flat the response is, and also you can pay attention that the higher end of the curve is way higher than the other ones. It goes almost all the way to 16 kilohertz. The high level of the curve. This is partly from the 3-driver configuration that each handles the separate part of the frequency range, and you can see here in the audible range from 60 Hz up to 4 kilohertz how flat the response curve is. Another thing that I can say about those headphones is in order to get the maximum of those, I would definitely recommend a high definition audio source. If you're using iPhone or phones like HTC that have a 24-bit sound decoder, you would definitely have much more fun with those. This is the curve of the Sony DMR headphones connected. You can see how flat it is, and both in the audible area from the 63 Hz all the way up to 4 kilohertz, and also above that. But you can see that on the high end they are not as good as the one more, which just drops at a bit before 16 kilohertz, while the one more goes a bit further on the higher end. And if you're asking what kind of tool did I use the Dayton measurement microphone to check the loopback of the earphones. So thank you for staying tuned, and see more of my videos.